I promised you that I would send you a video, kind of just documenting this trip down here to Nicaragua. And, well, you know, meeting today, a few cousins that I had never met. I got to meet an uncle that I've never met, that I'd heard a lot about. And I arrived at my aunt's house for the very first time. And I got to see how she and my cousins were living. And I was really broken by what I had seen. Holes in the roof of a metal roof, rusted out roof, termite, unbelievable termite damage, where basically the wood paneling on the side is not wood anymore, but it's like paper thin. The floor being dirt, which was such a shock to see that my cousin is sleeping in a room that is just, it's all dirt. And yet she keeps that room as clean as possible. And friend, I got to tell you about something. She had on the wall a picture of a 2-story beautiful house that had to have been from the United States of America. And on that picture, it said, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord," in Spanish. And then in another picture, she had a scripture. And again, it was another beautiful house. And it was big. It was a big, giant picture. And it also had a scripture that was put on there about a home. I was looking through the pictures of my dad that was on the wall and just seeing, my gosh, this revelation, friend, that I was literally one decision away from being born in the same set of circumstances that my cousin was born in. We're around the same age. But the one decision wasn't even my decision. It was my father's decision, who left Nicaragua when he was 18 years old, actually running for his life, and came to California and met my mother, and then, ta-da, here I am. I look at how you and I, that we were born wherever we were born, to whom we were born to, and what we choose to do with where we were born. But in some cases, friend, being born into extreme poverty where you have no idea where food is going to come from tomorrow, you have no way to fix the several holes that are in your leaky metal roof, not to mention the bathroom. You can't even call it a bathroom. Yes, my Aunt Teresa had a toilet, but there's no water in that toilet. There's no plumbing to the toilet, meaning no water going in. They fill it with a bucket. No shower. There's a bucket with an open space with a hole in the ground. We live in so much wealth. And I think about how clean my aunt's house was. And yet I see today so many people's homes, they've got their clothes all over the floor. They've got dishes that are 5 days old in the sink. Their garages are slammed and filthy. Just the whole house is just filthy. There's no respect for the home, the dwelling in which they have, which has air conditioning and heating, and yet there's no personal care for it. When I saw my aunt's house today, I'm telling you, first of all, I'm putting a stop to that poverty that she's living in. She's 77 years old. Not to mention my uncle, which is her brother, who's 72, who's living in extreme poverty as well. Do you have some family members that need your help? Are you doing something to help them? We're going to build my aunt a brand new house because the one she's living in right now is barely holding it together. That's what we're going to do. And not to mention, we are also going to build 84 other families, brand new homes. Families that their home was built on top of a mine, and houses are sinking through that mine. People dying because of where these houses were built. And so I don't know what you have going on for 2015, friend, but let's transform a whole village. Let's transform the hopeless people's lives. And I mean truly hopeless. I'm not talking about the spoiled, rotten American hopeless. I'm not talking about the spoiled, rotten European hopeless. I'm not talking about the spoiled, rotten Australian or Canadian hopeless. I'm talking about severe poverty. There's no poverty in the United States like the poverty that is in a place like Nicaragua, the poorest Central American country, the second poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. You and I can make such a big difference together. Listen, I'll be making some more videos while I'm here this week, and I hope you join me for a 2015 that's going to shock you. Come on, join me in Austin, Texas, and let's learn how to increase your income so that you and I together could go make a huge, huge difference in people's lives that really actually need it. Let's show you how to pay off your debt this year. so that you could even come down and travel to places, beautiful countries like Nicaragua and other places around the world, helping people, making a difference instead of being full of junk and stuff and complaining. Let's really live and let's do something awesome together. All right, God bless you. We'll be sharing more photos and videos in the next couple of days. God bless. Have an awesome one.